Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome back to another episode of Climb to Master. And no, this is not clickbait, it is Huzzy on Udyr, on the main account, in Climb to Master, in ranked and everything. So, yeah, so some people may straight away just say, you know, why Udyr? This whole episode is an explanation behind why Udyr. So you'll notice we're against Ivan, and what is Ivan really annoying is objectives. Obviously, Ivan is an objective-focused jungler. He's a more support jungler that tries to steal your buffs. So the whole idea about the Udyr pick, meanwhile, again, I'll actually replay and show that. But I'll pause just so I can explain my point before we get into the commentary. Ivan is an objective jungler. So technically is Udyr. Udyr, though, is more fighty. I can fight people. Udyr's a great 1v1 jungler, right? He just sucks when it's 5v5s and he can't get to anybody. So the whole idea of Udyr was to deny the Ivan what he wants. Deny Ivan taking my farm. Deny Ivan dragons. Deny Ivan all that. So it's all about objectives. Now, also just as a quick other update, I don't really know what I've said in the last few days because they've all kind of blurred into one. I've been in hospitals, I've been in doctors. They did find the problem, so I had a camera go down my throat. They did find the problem. I have literally just picked up the medication right now. I literally got home and I was like, right, I'll do this commentary. So I get to start that. I'm on 2 very powerful tablets a day to suppress acid and also build something about protein pump or something. So they found the problem, and it's a next few months of road of recovery. But they think that I'll make like a complete recovery, and the throwing up daily, the fatigue and everything will go away. So yeah, yesterday I had a camera go down my throat. I chose to not have any type of sedation or pain relief. I literally just had a spray in my mouth because I was kind of like bored for waiting for so long, and I kind of wanted to watch it myself, if I'm honest. I was watching on a monitor the camera that was inside, and the doctor was explaining all the stuff, and I was literally going, uh-huh. It was really weird, but we got through it. It wasn't that bad, and they said I was one of the calmest people that they've ever had. Huh, Huzzy and being calm, who would have thought it? Anyway, sorry about that. If you didn't care, apologies. Anyway, so we all decide it's a Blitzcrank comp. What should you do against Blitzcrank comps? A lot of the time, you either counter-invade, but you go in a different way. So you're like, okay, they're going to walk in this bush, you walk down there, and kind of do a yin-yang and try to catch them when they're walking back. Or you wait in a deeper bush. Don't wait in this bush because this is risky. He can blind hook. Wait in a deeper bush that they're going to be caught out and they might not think about. What was really annoying was one of 2 things. One, we had a Shaco support this game, by the way. He was AFK. And then secondly, this Fizz. So you can see, we're waiting here. He waits right at the edge of this bush. Doesn't move in time. Gets hooked. It's like, are you serious, dude? Like, come on. We were waiting in that bush specifically to not let that happen. Now, the only benefit to it was a Fizz. So Fizz didn't even need to flash or ignite. Like, he literally just E'd out the way. Obviously, you don't want to take E first on Fizz. You generally want to take W. But it's not the end of the world. So that was quite nice. But annoying, sure. But whatever. So, Udyr. Again, where have I got my Udyr from? Because a lot of people might say, Huz, you think Udyr's bad. I think he's bad in a lot of avenues in League. He just excels at one specific one. And that's what I mentioned. He excels at 1v1 objective fights. If, like, the 2 junglers are going at it in a river and no one else comes to help, a lot of the time Udyr will come out on top. Pretty much versus, like, any 1v1 jungler in the game. That's what he does. So when it was an Ivan, that I was like, ooh, he's going to suck in 1v1s. If I get all the objectives, then Bob's your uncle with golden. So again, AP Shaco support, would never recommend it, but its benefit was an amazing leash. Now, I do something here that I was quite happy that I decided, and I have not checked this before we do this recording. I decided to go straight to my red. So what I'm going to do right now, just to kind of see, is where is the Ivan? So Ivan's here, and he actually isn't going for a steal. Okay, so the reason why I went for that, obviously blue to red, was usually an Ivan would try and steal the enemy buff, obviously. That's what he does. So that's the thought process of why I did that. It was blue, red, then do the rest of the clear. Again, optimally for experience and stuff, it's not optimal, but I didn't want a Ivan stealing a buff. And obviously having the amazing leash that we did have from the Shaco, I was like, well, I'm basically full health. That's pretty good. I do think I made a mistake going for these. These damage you a lot more than other camps. I probably should have gone for Krugs. Because you can see I'm getting hammered by these little raptors right now. Or whatever they're called nowadays. They might actually be called raptors. Back in my day, they were called wraiths. But yeah. So obviously we are kind of, you know, thinning the line a little bit, but we can kill this, not bad. Again, Udyr is good at killing stuff at low health, especially when he gets to level 3. By the way, my Aurelia just got the Riven's flash and got her out of lane, so advantage to the Aurelia there, which is nice. Team comp-wise, if you're wondering, our comp isn't bad. It's got mixtures of things. It's got, like, an Aurelia that's a solid bruiser. It's got an assassin in mid lane. So both kind of top and mid in both teams are kind of similar. And then bot lane is obviously very weird. Severe's a solid AD carry. Kaiser's a solid AD carry. Blitzcrank's an okay support, but he does kind of fall off the higher rating you go. But then Shaco's support obviously is the wild card here. It's completely off meta. Some would consider it even troll. I would actually say, of all things for it to lane against, it's probably not bad versus Blitzcrank. Because it can actually like mess with them quite badly. So there is a Scuttle Crab that I didn't expect, by the way. So we get that. Helding into mid lane to go help the Fizz. Gonna go for a flash play. First blood unfortunately happens in bot lane just before we get first blood in mid lane. Ivan obviously comes to the fight a little bit too late. So we do end up getting that kill. You can see in bot lane, Severe dies to the first blood, but Shaco picks himself up a double kill. I was having a wander over just seeing the Scuttle Crab was available. It was not, so I'm just going to continue going back to farm. But, you know, I was saying earlier, where did I get this from? And I might have not even finished my point. In all honesty, because some people say, me personally, do I watch content creators that do LOL content? Not to the traditional sense. I might watch the occasional double lift video or an Afromu video because I find them more entertaining than educational. The only, and I mean this like literally, the only educational content that I may watch maybe once or twice a week, Panzer Dragon. I think he's actually a lot, like, when I'm going to say this, it's really weird. Underrated, but not for the reason that many think. A lot of people don't rate Pants as a great jungler or player, and when you even see that in his comment section, but he's in like the top 10 NA challenger, and like he generally gets fed, and yes, 95% of his games is duo, which isn't great, but watching him on Udyr or whatever champion you're playing, you can pick up stuff. If you're watching, again, he doesn't explain what he's doing, but when you watch what he's doing, and if you're kind of with an analytical mindset of trying to figure things out, you can work it out. So like, so far going for a full clear, then going for a mid lane, you know, going for that aggressive flash. Again, that's an Udyr thing, but I did get that from him because one thing I learned very early on, meanwhile Fizz is going for a return gank in bot lane, one thing I learned very on with Udyr is just flash basically all the time. Your flash is up, go for a flash gank. Your flash is up, go for a flash gank. So I'm coming in. I actually stopped doing the Toad or whatever it's called. I'm going to try and run in, and I just get the smite kill on the Kaiser. Don't waste your time. Just kill her if you can. Again, I wasn't involved in that fight. I didn't know if she had a flash or anything available, so just get the kill. Don't mess around. And now, again, beginning what I kind of, this video title might be, becoming the Adventure King on Udyr. Taking control, so something happens, Udyr obviously can solo objectives, so bot lane happens, boom, do dragon. If I was playing Lee Sin or one of my regular junglers in this situation, this may not have been a dragon. Like, you can see my bot lane has not moved over to help me yet. This may not be, because like Udyr just does it quite well. Lee Sin definitely would have struggled at level 4 to kill a dragon solo. So you can see I am pulling it out at the moment, because just in case an Ivan popped over the wall, that wouldn't have gone nice. Wouldn't have want that stolen. Again, another thing I will say being picked up from watching other Udyr players and just, you know, again, people say, am I picking up Udyr as a champion? No, it just worked in this specific instance. And that's, you know, the benefit of being able to play more or less everything in the rating I'm in is I can just occasionally go, oh, Udyr's a great pick here, I can play Udyr. Is staying in the jungle more than I normally would. So right now, gold, I've got, you know, approaching 1,000 gold. I hope, and I'm going to say this right now, I hope I don't base for a while. You know, just to kind of say that point. One thing that I think I do too much, and it's in jungle and in lane, I think I base too much, which, you know, isn't, especially in jungle, the quicker you kill a jungle camp, then the quicker it comes back up, right? So if I'm basing all the time, it's extending how long those camps are actually staying alive, kill the camps fully, then look to base. A lot of the time when I'm jungling, I might leave a camp or 2 or 3 up before I actually base. So I am now going to go for a invade. Again, objective control, like we've mentioned, is because Ivan just died. I think Riven, by the way, just died in top lane. Aurelia died, but then Fizz came up to help. So again, a bit of a cool situation that there's roaming going on, but we get that nice steal. You can see in the bot lane, I'm heading down there now, that my team is trying to bait them a little bit out. Big level advantage, you could say, in the bot lane here. Shaco nearly goes down, going to go for the kill, get the stun, get the Q, run away, get the heal. Obviously, Tiger, if you don't know, includes with the dot. So we managed to get a kill there. Ivan has made his way, obviously, here with mobility boots. He was obviously going to his red, but then saw it was stolen. The goal here right now is purely survival, survival, survival. Really nice box there. You can see Fizz is coming for the flank, but really low. We're just going to walk out at this point, I'm pretty sure. Don't think Fizz will go anything, and we managed to survive. So we go for a really nice dive there. Severe's heal, by the way, kept me alive, so thank you very much to her. And I think that should be it for now. And where do I go? Again, if I was on a normal jungler and my old playstyle of not thinking, I probably would have based. Gold-wise, we've got 1,600 gold. I'm continuing to farm. Again, gold, gold, gold is now what is on my mind. Farm and gold. Obviously, I should have a farm advantage to an Ivan as an Udyr, but you can see that farm advantage, I'm 15 farm ahead. And obviously, jungle farm's a bit weird that it counts up in 4s and all that, but it's noticeable that I am now extending my lead. Overall gold, he's on 2,300, I'm on 3,000, I'm 1,000 gold ahead. So we are 3,000 gold ahead right now. 1,000 of that is just in the jungle. So again, I'm kind of like learning how to kind of make this happen. Buff control, dragging after a big thing that happens, staying around longer, farming more than I normally would, looking for a top lane gank. Again, you know, go for a flash play, get stunned by the Riven, keep the Aurelia alive. If I didn't go there, Aurelia was dead, Riven probably would have got the kill. Boom. Again, being in the right place at the right time, and that's what I've noticed with champions like Udyr or Skarner or Volibear. That's, let's say, they're a bit more one-dimensional. When you watch a good player on those champions, it's not about the champion anymore, because the champions are limited. You know, they can run at people, they're going to get CC'd. They are very much limited to what they can do. When you watch one of those players, the thing you notice is the decision-making and why are they there, you know, at specific times. That is 100% what an Udyr or a Skarner player is that they are deciding where to be at the right time. So, yeah. Because, again, why would you go somewhere... For example, let's say the enemy team this game had a severe Morgana. Very little point for an Udyr to gank that lane because they have 2 spell shields, and Udyr basically needs to have his bear stun land, and they can just easily easily spell shield his bear stun and run away with severe ultimate. There would be no point ganking that lane. Well, this game, it's a pretty wide open game that I can gank most lanes. But always be thinking about why you're ganking a lane. Is it possible, you know, is it compatible with the champion you're currently playing? Especially if you're something on like a more one-dimensional pick like Udyr. And again, that is not a diss to Udyr, by the way. I know there's going to be some people going, is he saying Udyr's bad? No, he's just very niche in what he can do. There are some champions in League that have so much that they can do. They can team fight, they can split push, they can poke, they can farm like crazy, they can 1v1, they can burst. But Udyr can't do all that, right? Udyr can farm, he can do objectives, and he can kind of like look for picks in a more confined place. He struggles when the game kind of gets a little bit more complicated because he is a basic champion. And that's why, by the way, a lot of basic champions in League are getting reworked, is because they are generally struggling. If you look at the 5 rework lists that Riot has recently come out with, they're all basic champions, like literally all of them. Fiddlesticks, point and click fear, you just click a target to AoE, you know, jump in, boom. Basic. Drain, there's no skill to drain, you just click and point. They want to get rid of that playstyle. Nocturne, again, very simple. Click and point. You click your ultimate, you click someone else. You click the fear, you click someone else. That's Nocturne, basic. Anyway, I'm coming down for a bot lane gank right now, by the way. Ivan really low health. Gonna come in for the Kai'Sa, open up with bear form, get 1 kill. Gonna get myself, I think... Oh, no, I only get 1 kill there. Shaco picks up a double kill with a box, I think. Again, it is working randomly, which is kind of funny, but there we go. Again, being in the right place at the right time, get that counter gank off. If I wasn't there, they might have died, or Shaco, they could have turned on him maybe, because again, we did kill that Kai'Sa quite fast. So again, being now objective focused, more towers, more tower gold, and as you can see, we are really now extending our lead, which is muy bueno. Shaco gets killed, because he doesn't realize he was under tower, which is a bit... And I think right now, again, old Huzzy would never do this. What am I doing? I should be anyway. Give it a second. Come on, Huzzy, don't let me down past me. Again, this was like 4 days ago. And Dragon! So again, doing another dragon play. Again, I normally would never do this. I would be like, oh, it's too risky, you know. But again, if you're not willing to risk this stuff, well, that might be a mountain dragon that you miss out. We've already got 1. 2 mountain dragons, really nice. And obviously, I'm playing an objective-focused game. And again, some people say, Huz, you're playing an objective focus, but you're 303. That's the cool thing. This playstyle, you do still gank a lot, but you're also just getting objectives too. At the end of the game, by the way, the damage numbers, I didn't do much damage. Maybe if I remember, maybe we'll try and bring it up at the end of the game. But like, I showed the audience. Again, I was doing a music stream. I wasn't recording commentaries, just playing music. Go for a play on the Kai'Sa, get the stun, because again, it's a delayed stun. No, she's dead at that point, just leave her alone. Shaco gets the kill randomly. But yeah, at the end of the video, we'll show the damage numbers, because I was literally making the point clear, you know, being objective focused. Damage to champions was low, damage to the objectives was ridiculous. Now going for another invade, even though I'm low half health, I can see Echo in the map. And I'm looking basically for Ivan. You can see his little thing there, so he's in the general area, but I'm going to go for the Blitzcrank, get the smite, get the slow. Shaco's going to back me up, going to try and go for the Blitzcrank kill. We are going to end up killing him. Severe gets the kill, and that is a tower. I think that might be First Blood tower that just happened in in bot lane, and we do get that kill. Enemy is going for the tower play here. Echo, wow, that was a big mistake. So do you guys see what that Echo just did? Echo just went for a dive on the Fizz, and he accidentally E'd the tower instead of E'ing the Fizz. That killed him. Now Ivan's overextended by himself. He will also flash, actually, out the way, but he will go down. So again, that Fizz played it well, but it was way more the mistake that was made. Let's just go back to what we were doing here. So again, just denying more farm. Severe's a little bit overextending, so I don't mind staying here, because I'm like, she is a little bit overextended. Right now, Kai'Sa should be able to beat the Severe at this point because of, you know, health advantage. She goes for an all-in, doesn't have vision. We're staying around, we're chilling, and we do pick up the kill on her. So again, bad play by the Kai'Sa, not thinking that someone stayed around. Obviously, they don't have any vision. So we're now 405 with 71 farm. Gold difference between me and Ivan, 4,100, 6,200. Gold difference right now is around 7,500. So again, over 2,000 gold of that is just in the jungle. Obviously, top lane, a little bit close. Mid lane, you know, 800 gold. Bot lane's decent. Support, obviously, maybe the biggest difference. Yes, Shaco's nearly double gold of the enemy Blitzcrank. And then the second biggest difference is the jungle. So again, going straight to the red buff. Again, this game was a few days ago. I'm guessing Rift Herald is probably on my mind. Again, going for the objective playstyle. And, you know, Blitzcrank runs to me, and at this point I'm like, screw it, let's go all in. Unfortunately for me, Ivan shows up at a bad time, and then also Echo, which we literally didn't have vision of. He literally made it from here to there, and I had no idea he was there. So again, that's arguably my first mistake of the game, but it goes to the playstyle that I've been trying to do. Do objective, like, you know, without any shadow in my mind. I'm like, I want to do that objective, do the objective. And unfortunately, that was the first time this game that doing the objective cost me my life. And obviously, it's a riskier playstyle. It's one that I'm not normally doing, but it's something that I want to try and do a little bit more. So, we're back at it. Again, I would imagine Rift Herald is probably still on my mind, by the way. I don't think I'm going to give that up. Riven gets a Spear of Shojin first. I don't even know if you build that first on Riven. I thought you built that, like, third item, maybe. Like, Tiamat, if you want to count that. Tiamat into Black Cleaver, maybe, and that. Or there is the Essence Reaver build now as well. Fizz does gets a kill on Kai'Sa down in bot lane by herself, and who dies here? Shaco randomly went in for a 1v3 there, so he does die too. So again, little mistakes here and there, but nothing major, nothing that we have to, like, really worry about. Again, the one thing I'll say when you're in a solo queue game, a lot of people, what they don't do, accept mistakes are going to happen. Except that even if you're winning a game, you're stomping a game, your AD carry might randomly walk into the enemy team. Your jungler might miss his smite. Mistakes happen, but they don't stop you from winning games. 100% they don't stop you. So, I'm going to head up to top lane. I haven't really done this camp much from memory this game, so it's probably going to be quite quick to kill, because obviously they scale from memory of when they die, when they respawn. Dragon will be coming up again soon, which is a Ocean Dragon, which again is a completely cool dragon. Again, some statistics were released recently to the public. Meanwhile, Fizz gets himself another kill. Some statistics were released to the public, or someone sourced them, I don't know. But how important dragons are to getting kills in solo queue and what win percentages they give. If you're a jungler right now, and the big thing that I want to emphasize and why I say it in my commentaries, do not ignore Infernal Dragons. Infernal Dragon, any combination of something, you know, a ocean, a earth, the highest win percentages are always the Infernal Dragons. And when you have 2 Infernal Dragons, it was something like your win percentage is, I think it was like 85 or something %. Do not ignore Infernal Dragons. So, like, we've seen it in my own commentaries while I get a kill on Echo. That's like, why is my jungler top when the Infernal was up? Don't do that. And again, those are the type of games that we just lose usually, because it's like, well, they got 2 or 3 Infernals. Because it's literally scaling that you cannot get. That's the point. So, we're going to head to mid lane with the Rift. We obviously did a nice clean-up play. The Kai'Sa getting a kill on the Aurelia. Just going to decide, I think, to back out at this point. Again, we are potentially pushing it a little bit too much. Rift Herald does pop open the tier 2 alongside the Shaco. I'm guessing, again, I'm going to now steal another red. So this might be the 3rd red that I've stolen this game. And then I would imagine after this, I'll probably head over to do the Dragon. Because, again, that's my general playstyle that we've done for this game. Shaco might head his way over to me. And again, before people say, no, don't do Shaco support. Again, this guy was probably, I'd imagine, a Shaco 1 trick. I, by the way, did offer him jungle from memory. He said no. But don't think that, oh, this guy did it, so can I. Again, the reason why I say that, a lot of the time when you see these niche picks, they're people that have practiced it for a long time. Like, they've practiced it for a couple years, they've honed their skills on it, so they can make it kind of work. If you're in gold or wherever, and you're like, I'm going to first time Shaco support in ranked, and I've got no really idea what it does, I just watched it in a Huzzy video when he wasn't even focusing on it, don't do that. And again, a lot of people are guilty to that, and I will say the unfortunate thing with YouTube culture is to promote weird things. It gets views, so people, like, a diamond YouTuber is in silver doing a weird thing, all the silver players think it's amazing, they do it in the silver games and do terrible. And again, that's kind of on the YouTuber, but I also don't really blame them either, because again, views are views in the end of the day. I don't really do that stuff per se, I don't find it that interesting. Anyway, team fight happening. Gonna go on the Echo, could just like bear him down and tiger him down. Get that nice free kill. He also ignites me for some reason. Again, this fight I would say was probably over. So you can see me, I'm just pushing mid lane, getting all that more farm that I really want. And I might actually decide to like come in now. So right at the tail end of the fight, I think the Riven was late. So she does eventually get there. Fizz just murders her completely. I did not expect that. Like 1 Q and I guess a W combined. I don't even think the Riven expected that either. So again, now going top lane instead. Again, I was mid lane originally. Now top lane because we've kind of just got over there. And we're going to get up the tier 2. And that is probably going to be that. So again, gold-wise, we're now over 11,000 gold ahead. Again, mid lane this game. To be honest, not kind of out of nowhere, again, stealing another buff, kind of out of nowhere this game, the Fizz just blew up. He kind of had a calm early game. You can see he's down on farm to his lane opponent, but then suddenly he just got kill after kill after kill somehow. Again, part of it might have been the double kill that he got in mid lane. That might have helped, obviously, quite a lot. Gonna give that to Severe. Again, I don't mind giving that to an AD carry. And again, the Severe's had a relatively rough game, by the way. She's got all of the assists, none of the kills, which is very frustrating when you're playing AD carry. Again, doing some more farming, trying to get that score of farm a little bit more up. You can see the separation between Ivan and Udyr obviously is there. Gold-wise, he's on 5.7, I'm on 9.3. Very big difference there. So that's good. Again, support might be, again, quick arithmetic, but whatever. It's going to be one of the biggest goal differences in the game. Again, at this point, we're so far ahead. My team doesn't obviously need me. I'm probably... What am I going to do? I'm pinging Baron. So yeah, we just go for the Baron. Again, could maybe have gone for like an inhib. 3 of them are dead. But again, it's always awkward breaking into their base. You're always risking stuff when you're diving a tower. This, to me, is no risk. If the enemy team come, which they just got killed by a Shaco support, if the enemy team come, then they're outnumbered coming to us rather than us under a tower. Riven obviously now gets the Shaco kill, so again, arguably worth, but maybe Shaco should have backed out a bit quicker. But there you go. Again, objective playstyle, like I mentioned, that's what I want, is that Baron. But yeah, so that was a no-brainer to me. Maybe they should just backed out completely, the Shaco, and not even risked it, because like getting that Kai'Sa kill for his death is that... It's probably worth it, I guess. Build-wise, again, just standard Udyr build at the moment. You know, the Warrior into Triforce into... it would be Death's... no, what's the one called? Dead Man's Plate. Is that the one? The one that you speed up? I've literally gone blank right now. I think so. You can see the Ivan just left the game, apparently. I don't know if that was a rage quit. Again, I played this game like 4 days ago, and no one said anything from memory that he quit. Obviously, this Ivan didn't achieve what he wanted to this game, and Ivan is supposed to be annoying when it comes to objectives. He's supposed to be denying jungler objectives. In this whole replay, have we seen this guy deny me any objective this game? Not deny me. He stopped me on Rift Herald. Ah, that's gone nuts. Sorry, my Pokemon Go thing just went nuts. So he denied me on Rift Herald once because I decided to run after the Blitzcrank. But other than that, nope. I've got every dragon. I've stolen his red several times. I've stolen his blue once or twice. Meanwhile, a fight is happening. Severe managed to survive just. But you can see what I mean. This is why I decided to go do Baron. Breaking into an enemy base sometimes is a bit awkward, especially for someone like an Udyr that sucks at that type of thing. But Aurelia randomly unchecked in the bot lane just gets a free base tower. Don't even know what that damage was, by the way. Double kill, or I get 1 kill, Fizz gets another one. And there you go. That is probably going to be that. We're probably going to push in. I go over, by the way, now just to check what's going on. And you can clearly see they've given up their AFK. But that's it. That is objective Udyr. Again, a lot of people wouldn't expect me to play Udyr. Again, the sole reason I did it, because I saw the Ivan pick. It was like, Ivan, Udyr time. I can take control of the objectives that Ivan wants. And it worked. Again, that's the game that we played. Again, not taking all the credit. The Fizz played obviously fantastic. The Aurelia won her lane. The Shaco support was oddly good. But what we'll do now, again, it shouldn't take me that long to find the stats. So I'll bring it up now. Alright, so here is the stats at the end of the game. So we went 7-1-6, 128 farm, you know, a 14-0 Fizz, you know, fantastic, you know, general game. It was just really clean and smooth. But what I wanted to show and kind of like just say what type of playstyle we were going for and kind of prove and, you know, all that. So here's the damage done to champions. And you can see we basically do none. In relative terms, you know, the KD that we have obviously is a great KD. Anyone would look at it and go, hey, Udyr had a great game. What that KD was just being at the right place at the right time to get a bear stun, to get like the finishing off with Tiger. It wasn't about doing DPS. But what this game was, it wasn't that damage for me. It was, wait for it, boom. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the playstyle. So again, this whole game, I played for objectives. Every dragon, we got the Rift Herald, we stole buffs, we took every buff in the early... Like, nothing got taken from me. So that's the playstyle we went for. Like, that's ridiculous amounts of objective damage. Like, a crazy amount of objective damage. So that's it. So if you're wondering, that's the playstyle. I think it's pretty good. I think it's good against passive junglers, like an Ivan or that type of thing, because you can kind of just take over the jungle. And, you know, we didn't take over the game, but I guarantee this Ivan probably felt choked of what he could do. It's like, oh, the dragons are going away. My buffs are even being stolen. I'm an Ivan. I'm supposed to be stealing their buffs. But that's it. If you guys did enjoy and you liked, obviously, me playing something that I normally don't, but it was just a smart thing to do, smash the like on the video. And I will say there will be another replay commentary happening. It might be tomorrow's video. It might be the day after that if I spread them out. But that episode as well is going to be an example of something that I normally wouldn't do, but it was the smartest thing to do that game. Anyway, see ya.